back and say, I don't care what you're doing. Tell me which module of the ERP you're using, and have you looked at these 10 features? How do you use these 5 reports? How do you make this report more intelligent than what it is? You will be surprised at how underutilized some of these things are. You know, these are supposed to be path-breaking technologies. Technology is a great example, actually. Similar technologies but different process, and then you realize that no, you guys haven't used it yet to its optimal level. So, you know, again, I think it's a combination of pre-work, pushing the envelope in the thought process, finding that common denominator that excites people to bring it together. Not an easy answer, though. Never an easy answer. You know, to do that. It's a good question. Great question.
So, Ripur, so like wonderful program, and you are generating a lot of ideas and all. So, how do you manage this entire governance process? Because typically, even to manage say 1,000 odd greenbelt projects in big organizations becomes very tough. So, who is evaluating all these 40,000 ideas and then looking for replication? I am from HP. And we are having similar program, and generally we face issue in terms of like evaluation and all.
Yeah.
So while we motivate the people to contribute, but once we start getting 5,000 ideas, it becomes tough to really take it forward.
You know, I think that's fair. I think that's why we run it as a blitz. Again.
But blitz will help you only in idea generation, not in evaluation. So the point is like, who will be evaluating those ideas?
So what we did was, it wasn't so tough for us actually, I'll tell you. Because of the fact that we have very deep DNA as a company, it's not just my team. Black belts and MBBs, that's a specialist groups. But if you have, as a company, a DNA of lean champions, of GB certified people, of lean tested people, I mean, we overall, trained 20,000 people last year, out of which maybe half of them got certified. For us, we use the operating DNA. You know, so we pick people who are the operating DNAs. There are the coaches who are from my team, but the operating DNA people who have demonstrated proficiency, who are certified, are the ones who have. And they're excited to have.
Thanks. So it's aligned with the thinking. So actually, you're also planning to empower them beyond quality black belts or green belts to do this.
I think if it's culture generation, it's got to be through the organization. You can't keep a specialist boutique view to it. Is my opinion.
That's true.
You can't be a boutique.
Yeah.
You're smiling. You relate to that, is it?
Relating
Which
to
company are you from? Oracle.
Hi, I'm from Iris Global. And my question on the theme tree, just wanted to understand whether did you involve customers in creating this?
Yes. Yes.
And the 500 customers, when you said, so there were 500 theme trees?
No, there were 100 customers. You know who, again, I mean, not every customer wants to be involved. Sometimes, through a governance meeting, they've already told you what they like. So you really take what they have said and you create a theme tree. Sometimes they want to be involved on a real-time basis. So you create collaborative sessions using technology, and you run it.
If I can, probably, I'm curious to know what are the high-level elements of the theme tree.
It's like are you familiar with Six Sigma?
Yeah, QFD, I know. I think we spoke.
A QFD and a CTP tree. Think about that. It's very simple.
And what about the customer roadmaps? When you say customer roadmap, it's like the particular project.
No.
Okay.
It's if you've got 4 priorities, it's roadmaps around those priorities. As a client, if you've got priorities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's roadmaps around those priorities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's from
series of projects,
okay,
series of ideas, series of initiatives, whatever it is. So it's program, initiative, this thing, and it could be multi-months, it could be multi-generational. It just depends on the quantum of the priority that you're trying to solve for.
It has to feed back into the account plan for that particular customer in some way, otherwise it will be divorced from business needs for that customer.
No, I don't do that. Because the roadmap is stemming from the client priorities. It's starting from there.
No, but even without a function like yours, there would be a customer growth roadmap handled by the sales people, delivery people, etc. in the organization. So what is the value that your group is adding to this?
Our outcome is not growth, right? It could be enabling growth, that's different. You're creating stickiness and loyalty of the customer, that's different. We're not looking for revenue. We're not looking for margin, no, not really margin. Right? You're looking for client priorities. So you're looking for CXOs, your client CXOs priorities. Cash flow, productivity, controllership, cost of operations, whatever that is. So ultimately, this roadmap is achieving that. Through achieving that, if you delight the CXO, who's willing to be a referenceable customer for you, wow, great. If you don't do that, fine. But there is a success metric of that is whether you achieve the metric of the client. Sales guys' jobs to convert all that into revenue, not my job. I'm very clear on this. I'm actually very clear on it. I keep my team, that's my view, I keep my team a little bit away from a commercial headset, not because I think it's bad, but commercial headset can sometimes come in the way of a value headset. Okay? I want them to think value. I don't want them to think commerce. There are people who are terrific at thinking commerce. They've got other jobs, they're paid for it. That's a different group.
How do you get your management commitment to sustain your team size?
Which company are you from?
Every company
Every
has this
company,
problem.
yeah.
You can't not disclose your company after saying that.
I'm from Aries Global.
How do I get management? Actually, honestly, for me, it's simple. We grew up with it. I think that's right. I think for us to imagine our company without my group, hopefully, at least till now, is impossible, and that I guess gives me job security for some time.
Yeah, hi Ritu. I am also from HP.
Yes.
I wanted to know in your entire this framework, did you also have a rewards and recognition framework embedded into this?
Yeah. See, we made it more spontaneous. We didn't create a framework. I'm sure some of us were tempted to. We love frameworks, right? I mean, we can create frameworks. It was very spontaneous. It was, again, very empowered. It was down to the operating listing. We didn't keep it central. We can't keep it central. We're a 60,000 person organization. I can't be sitting in my ivory tower and deciding who to reward. I think it's a crazy way to think about it, at least according to me. So we created budgets. Yes, we had budgets. Yes, we got that commitment. We pushed it out. And we trust people to do the right thing. Right? You trust people to do the right things. Like here's the objective of the program. Here's the culture you're trying to drive. So use your budget wisely and use it well. So I'm sure some people did the iPod and that kind of exciting stuff. End of the day, some people did more vouchers and the those things. So that kind of thing. But frequent rewarding, visible rewarding, and more cultural based, as opposed to this one big foreign trip for a family end of 6 months. Again, I have seen R&R work much better if it touches and feels people in a visible way, in an excited and appointed way. I think some of those one person getting this big ticket thing at the end of the 6 months doesn't work in this kind. You want to penetrate a large population. You want to do that. I have a question.
Yeah, when you work with clients, how long do
Am
you...
I out of time? Can I take one last question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you work with clients, how long will the Genpact team work along with the customer? Will it be post-implementation also, or you have somebody in the customer organization or sessions person who will be driving it further?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I'm glad you brought it up. The execution of this is absolutely with the client, has to be. Whenever we are implementing something which is touching and impacting the client process, you have to make it transparent to them, right? Saying we're planning to do this. So the evaluation process is talking about is with the client. Once you agree, then you execute. Some of it doesn't need client involvement, obviously. You don't want to necessarily take away their bandwidth and take away their energy or, something that's only impacting you. On the others, when it does, you do a joint, but it becomes a part of the governance meeting. So I insist that my team has a dashboard in every governance meeting on this. So you keep at it. You generated 50 ideas in 2013. You tell me what happened. You tell me how your roadmap is progressing. You make it transparent to the customer. Take flak for it if it's not happening. Put a red out there and say, I'm sorry. Or put a green out there and take credit. So, again, I think it's important to system. Okay, I think I'm out of time. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Actual finance that is happening in this hall. So, actual team can come over here once we will get out.
RAC ಆಗ್ತಾ ಐತಿ.
We'll keep reading out the score in between, right? Can we not put it at the center? No, this is solution. You can see.
Post which there was a screening which was done over a paper-based question answer. You had this option of course, googling all the answers and writing it down. But nevertheless, the ones who were qualified, I think 62 teams came through for the assessment today morning. That's what, of which actually we need to first give a big round of applause to the 4 teams who actually come through. So what you're going to do is, we're going to have a set of questions. We're going to have 3 rounds. I've got a team here which is actually going to run the quiz. I will be helping them with certain specific answers. Sorry, you haven't projected it here. So totally we will try finishing this whole thing in 45 minutes. For the time being, we can just look at this screen. By the time that's up, you would have 3 rounds. What you're going to do is, the first one would be having multiple cycles. Okay, so you'll have 3 cycles. All of them are question and answers. We have tried making these questions comparatively simpler than the ones which you actually filled up in paper. What we've done is, because we got feedback from many of them saying that the questions were comparatively, I think it was tougher. There were a mix of people from industries, be it IT services and manufacturing. So we tried blending this whole thing together. And then we have the visual round, which is 2 questions per team. And then you have the rapid fire, which is 1 minute. Okay. I have from my team, Rajesh, who's going to support a large part of it from the thing. We have Abhishek, who's going to do the scoring. We will in between have the scoring being read out. Should there be any questions you have, please do let us know. Is that fine? Anything else, Ali? Want to cover? Okay, fine.
It has to be switched on.
Yeah, that's why I'm just waiting. Let that be switched on and then we can start. Okay. So what we'll do is each of these questions, will we start and then we'll give you an insight. Each of these questions, what we're going to do is, to make it simpler, will be for 30 seconds. So what I'll do is, Ritesh will read out the question. You'll have the questions coming in the blue format, and you'll have 4 options coming up. So your 30 seconds which actually gets counted is after the options come up on the screen. All the 4 options will come up together, and you have 30 seconds from there. You have a timer there, you also have the scoring there. Yeah.
So one question you can answer by already simultaneously?
No. So the questions will be specifically asked for each team. So there is no pass, there is no negative marking. There are 10 points for every right answer. The first answer is the final answer. Please do give us the opportunity to take the final decision. That makes it easier. And we'll answer only the questions which are asked to you. In case the team is not able to answer the question, we will of course pass it on to the audience. Is that okay? No, there's no specific order. We'll probably start from, after the question are asked, you'll have 4 options come up on the screen. Your timer starts then. You will have the 30 seconds by which you need to give an answer. And in case you have any clarifications, I'll of course try giving you some insight on why this question was typically asked. Okay. Any questions, ma'am?
I just want to know that it's going to be like 1 question for 1 team?
Yeah, 1 question for 1 team. So we will say team A, question, team B, question, team C, question.
Norman will have 3 cycles to, the first cycle will have the questions on general knowledge about business excellence. We'll go to the first question, which is for Team 1. Award was established in 1987 by US Congress and named after Secretary of Commerce. For quality management, B, the Deming Prize, C, Excellence in Entrepreneurship, D, Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. Moving on to ground. Next question is for team number 2.
I'm sorry, team 2 is indicated there and all state.
No, this is history. So this question is for Infosys team. Which award was instituted by BIS in 1991 to encourage Indian manufacturing and service organizations to strive for excellence and leadership in quality? The options are the Golden Peacock National Quality Award, Excellence in Entrepreneurship, Rajiv Gandhi National Quality Award, Tata Business Excellence Award.
See, Rajiv Gandhi National Quality Award.
That's correct answer. Degree. What is the effective tool for assessment used in EFQM excellence model? The options are A. Enable, B. Radar, C. Start, D. Score.
Go with option B, radar.
That's correct answer. You love it, man.
In case of radar approach, then you have deploy, access and review.
Question is based on his 14 points. Demick is a strong proponent of options. Inspection at the end of the production process, an increase in numerical quotas to boost productivity. C. Looking for cheapest supplier. D. Training and knowledge.
It's B.
That's incorrect. Let's pass it to the audience. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is the order fine? Is the speed fine? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now we'll move on to cycle 2. This will have questions on technology and trends which we see in the market nowadays. The first question is again for team number 1. The question is SMAC, an enterprise IT model, stands for A. Social media and cloud services. B. Social mobile analytics and cloud. C. System maintenance and cloud. D. System media to analyze and collaborate.
B.
Sorry, B or D?
B. My social mobile analytics and cloud.
That's correct answer. Question for T2. Blank is the leading enterprise social network on Salesforce platform that allows teams to actively network within organization. Options are Yelp, Chatter, TIBCO, Jammer.
D. Jammer.
That's wrong answer. Dash is a GSM mobile-based remote control system exclusively for the use with water pump sets in agriculture areas and is for the farmers. The options are Nano Ganesh, E-Pump, Mobi-Pump, Auto-Pump.
We'll go with A, Nano Ganesh.
Absolutely correct answer.
Wanted to exclude the pumps.
Okay, we'll move on to question for team
I
4.
probably could just add, this is something which has come out in the NASSCOM. It's a good reader article. There were a couple of technology enabling social innovations which were brought up in India, of which one of them is Nano Ganesh, which is typically used for irrigation. You have Saral Money. You also have Riding O, which is another one, and then you have Gridpod technologies. So typically these were the 4 which is also phased out in this NASSCOM report, which I should share with you if you want. Yeah.
Question for team 4. This concept was started by Google to promote e-commerce in India. Options are Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving Festival, GOSF, Singles Day.
C.
Absolutely correct answer. Do you know what it stands for?
Yeah, it is Great Online Shopping Festival, which was started off by Google. You typically have the
COCOMO, an algorithmic model developed by Barry W. Cohen, is a options are software testing model,
Sir,
security compliance model, requirements analysis model,
excuse me, sir.
software cost estimation model.
D.
And answer number. Promoters 9 to 10, passives 7 to 8, passive 0 to 6, detractors 0 to 6. Sorry, I told you actually gave the answer after timeout.
30 seconds. Yeah.
Which of Bitfire, B. Nomograms,
और
C.
कहाँ बड़ा है?
Decision Tree Model, D. ClickView?
We'll go with option A, Spitfire.
Correct answer.
what
Began
is
for
it?
T3.
What is it? Any idea? What is it? Any idea? Decision tree. ClickView are the ones which are used for analytics.
Next question for team 4. Which of the below is not a type of cloud? A, hybrid, B, private, C, net cloud, D, public.
C.
Correct answer. 10 points for team 4.
3 points. Team 4 is 20 points.
Okay. So you have two teams of 30 and then 20 and 10.
Okay. Now we have the cycle 3 for round 1, which is based on models and standards. First question for team 1 goes like this. Which of the following is not a CMMI constellation? The options are CMMI for development, CMMI for services, CMMI for support.
C.
Which of the following is true about ISO 14000 certification? Options. It is prerequisite for ISO 9000 certification. B. It indicates a higher level of adherence to standards than ISO 9000. C. It is only sought by companies exporting the goods. D. It deals with environmental management. D2 is based on and intended to supersede the earlier BS 15000 that was developed by BSI Group. 20000. COVID ISO 9126.
D, ISO IEC 20000.
Correct answer. 10 points for team 3. 9000 2004. B, ISO 10002 2004. C, ISO 9002 2001. Correct answer. Big hand for team 4.
So on the request of team 4 is starting team 4.
Okay, so the next question is again for team 4. Which ISO standard replaced BS 7799 as specification for ISMS? Options.
C.
Correct answer. Which ISO standard which specifies requirements for event sustainability management system? The options: ISO 14001, ISO 20121, ISO 9003, ISO 10000. 10 points for team 3. Next question, ETOM consists of following levels: level 1 to 5, level 0 to level 4, level 1 to level 3, level 0 to level
0 to 4.
Correct answer. 10 points for team 2. 13 since June 2011. SOX, SSAE 16, SAS 94,
SAS 94.
that's wrong answer. Audience.
B, SSA. Team 2 is 30. Team 3 is
What process does the below figure describe? Quality function deployment, customer relationship matrix, waterfall model.
Go with B. B of D.
Correct answer. Next question, tool based on the picture below. That's correct and very quick. 10 points for the model. Options: ETSI quality model, Bohem quality model, Qualitax quality model, Metcalfe's quality.
Go with option D, Bohem's quality model.
Wrong answer. Audience.